Good morning, children. Okay, so today, this is direct instruction time. You should be watching this today, Wednesday. I have no idea what date it is. It's the 8th of April. What? Oh my God, we've been stuck in the house for too long. Okay, so some of this is going to look familiar for you because if you did your lesson in Google Classroom forever ago, mid-March, whenever it was we got out of school. I'm going to be referring back to the Blue Book, Chapter 1, Lesson 1. If you have it, awesome. If you don't, no big deal. I will post a video of me reading it. I will also post the PDF of the section itself. So we are going to be referring back to it, looking at atoms and elements and what an atom actually is and the parts of an atom. After you reviewed that quickly, then you're going to come in here in Canvas. I have linked this awesome build an atom activity. You're going to play around with this for a little while, and then you're going to do a little exit ticket for me that will count for feedback towards you. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do in build an atom is it's going to bring you to this lovely page here. When yours pops up, these might actually be closed, the net charge and mass number. I want you to go ahead and open those back up so you can see them. All right, so what we're going to do here is we are going to be moving around some materials. First, you have to remember where protons and neutrons go, right? So protons go in the center, neutrons also go in the center of the nucleus. And you can see as I'm adding these protons, the element is actually changing because the atomic number is the number of protons. You can see if I keep adding and I keep adding, it's going to keep changing the name, right? Okay, so we have boron here. It's boron because it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 protons in there. Down here, you can see that it has a net charge. The reason why it has a net charge, protons are positive. So the more positive you put in here, it's going to balance it out, right? So if we want a neutral atom, we have to make sure we have the same number of electrons as we do protons. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add a couple here. So you can see this is now a neutral atom. That means there's 0 net charge. There's the same amount of positives as there is negatives. Your mass number is telling you how many protons and neutrons. So you can see the mass number is going to go up as I change this around, right? Okay. All right. So that's this part. I want you to play around, see how many different atoms, different types of elements that you can make. Okay, so you're playing around with this. Then you can come back out here. Oops, my bad. Come back here, and then you can play around with the atomic symbol. So when you're looking at the periodic table, this is the part we really didn't get into in that very first lesson. The atomic number is what's going to be on the top. The atomic mass is what's going to be down at the bottom. So again, I'm going to build, let's say, 1 proton, 1 electron, 1 neutron, okay? This is what is inside those boxes. So my symbol, hydrogen, H, right? If I keep adding protons, again, you're going to see it change, all right? You're going to see that sorry, my dog is distracting me. All these numbers are going to change based on what you actually have in the atomic model, okay? So you can see I have it slightly more towards the positive side. That's because I don't have enough electrons in there. I want a neutral charge. Here we go, lithium, okay? So play around with this, looking at atomic number and atomic mass. Atomic number is how many protons. Atomic mass is how many protons plus neutrons. Sorry, my dog is insane. All right, so then when you have this, let me get this out of the way. Once you've played around with these 2 things for a little while, you can come over here to the game, and there are 4 different games for you to choose from. This one, looking at the periodic table, you have to find the elements. Let me move my lovely face out of the way here. Okay, so find the element. It has 1 proton, 2 electrons. So if it has 1 proton, it has to be hydrogen. Okay, and it's asking, is this a neutral atom or is this an ion? Neutral atom meaning same number of protons and electrons in the same nucleus, right? So that charge would balance out. So if I'm looking here, I know it's hydrogen because I have one hydrogen. Oh, and if you need a periodic table, I know I gave you a couple paper copies, but that feels like it was a million years ago. In your blue book, and I'll attach to Canvas a periodic table for you. But in your blue book, if you have it, there is a periodic table on page somewhere in your blue book. Right? Where did it go? Oh, here it is. It's on page 15 of your blue book. Here's a periodic table. So you're going to need this, or you're going to need one. I mean, shoot, you have a computer. You can probably just look it up online. Anyways, now it's going to ask you, is it neutral or is an ion? I can see that it has 2 electrons and 1 positive proton. So no, it is not neutral. It's going to be known as an ion. I'm going to check it. That would have been embarrassing if I would have got that wrong. Okay. So play around with the games, have some fun with it. The next time we are together next week, you're not with me next week. Well, you're not with me anyways. But next week is technically spring break. So, hey, we're all just doing the best we can, okay? So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. You're going to see me for office hours tomorrow. I will post in Canvas on how where I want you to do those office hours. I'm going to play around with conferencing in Canvas. If not, then it'll be in Google Meets. I think I haven't tried that yet, so we'll see. We're all just kind of making it up as we go, kids. All right, so let me know if you have any questions, remind, email me. You're going to do the reading. You're going to do the simulations. You're going to play the games. You are going to take a little exit ticket for me to count as feedback. Okay?